Hello and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Phil and the idea of this channel is to give you some hints and tips on how to catch those fish in real VR fishing. I would really appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe and notify buttons and then leave me some comments in the chat. So on with the next video. Nice waterfall over there. Loads of, I think they're geese. Anyway, we're not here to look at the birds, we're here to fish. Oh, look at that, I've got a whole page to get there. So, epic, 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 and epic. Right. So this one's a bottom feeder, krill or crankbait if you're using the lure. This one's a top feeder. Oh, so that one you can't even use a float rod for, so you can only use lure fishing for that one. This one, no actually, so if we go, that's a spinner or soft bait. Spinner or minnow, they're all different. Grasshopper, dough ball, clawfish, minnow, crankbait. Right, well, unfortunately they're all different and that's at any level, so that's going to be a nightmare to catch. So let's just try this for starters. Okay, so this is on the bottom, so we'll try float fishing first with krill. Actually, well, if he uses crankbait, there was another fish that liked crankbait, wasn't there? This one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is switch to a lure, use a crankbait. So what my thinking is because this one likes crankbait on the bottom, this one likes crankbait, but it could be anywhere. So with a crankbait that sits on the top when you first cast it, and then as you wind it then sinks to the bottom. So I'm hoping that as it's sinking down it could attract this fish, and then once it gets to the bottom we could catch that one. So make sure I'm in expert mode. So what we're looking for is bubbles. Oh, there are, look, there's some bubbles there. So I want to cast further. Oh, actually, I'm going to change my rod, because this one doesn't cast out very far. Right. That's better. You can cast much further. So, as you wind it down, it sinks. Oh, so a fish has got hold of it already near the top. But it's only a small one, so I don't think that's going to be one of the ones we're after for the epics. No, no, it's a trout. Nice. But not one of the epics. Right, so the bubbles are still there, so... Oh. Right, so let's have a go. Move it over to where the bubbles were. Right. Now let's get it onto the bottom. what a fish is attracted to. So let's see what we've got here. Could be anything at the moment though. Purple. Okay, not one of the epic fish. So there, so let's go for them. Perfect. So get that down onto the bottom as quickly as possible. That's quite a deep part of the lake there. It's sunk quite a long way down. Yeah, there's a fish, got it. Oh, and again, it's not a very big one. But that is also not to say that these fish, these epic ones, they may not necessarily be big fish just because they're epic. Whoa, we got one. Fish press. Oh, golden rainbow trout. There we go. Nice. So epic is obviously personal best because it's the first one I've caught. So we'll have a quick look. See which one. Okay, that was the first one that is uses crankbait. So I've still got this one that likes crankbait, which could be anywhere. But alright, we need to change tactics now. So this one's on the top. And it uses spinner or soft bait. That's a spoon or minnow. That's a minnow or crankbait. So there's two there that like minnows. So this is on the bottom. And that can be top, middle or bottom. Right, so what we'll do, I'll reset the fish now. So basically if you click onto normal and then go back onto expert, that has reset the fish. And I'll change this to a minnow. Right. So again, there's bubbles just over there, so let's go for them. And the minnow sinks automatically, so you don't have to worry about winding, so we let it just sink down to the bottom. There we go, that's on the bottom, so just wind it in slowly. And just jerk it every now and again. And then we're hopefully waiting for the line to turn red. So, no joy with that one. I'm just going to try once more where them bubbles are. But I don't think that was our fish. But you never know. So the bubbles are near our bait, but the line's not turned red, so that's 100% not our fish. So let's wind it up and keep it in the middle, just in case. There we go, there's one in the middle there. Right, so let's see what this is. Yay, so we got an epic. So we've got a mountain sucker. Little tiny fish, okay. So let's see which one of the four this one was. Oh, it was that bottom one, good. I thought that was going to be a difficult one to catch because it could have been top, middle, or bottom. I actually caught it in the middle, so that was alright. So this one, we've got a spinner or soft bait only on the top, so that makes that easier, and that one's only on the bottom. So let's go for this one first. We'll try soft bait. So that's soft